Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's the Mac. Welcome back to a showcase of Panzer Campaign's Kiev 43, man. So this is the game of the week of Wargame Design Studio. I'm going to start a new series of depicting the games that are actually game of the week for the company here, to showcase and do some playing to intrigue new players to get these fabulous titles and stuff. So welcome back to the channel. It's been I've had quite a long time of not recording because I've had quite the turbulent life lately, man. You know, I've been down there in the gutter, been feeling like a shit, but I'm back on track, getting back climbing out of that black hole, man, of depression and all kind of bullshit, and trying to get back at it, trying to get the recordings going, because this is a good refuge for me and a good fun hobby to showcase these fantastic strategy games that are published by Wargame Design Studio, and of course other games will be coming up in the channel as well. But I'm back, and for this we're doing Panzer Campaigns Kiev 43, man. So that is the game of the week on the channel. So we're going to be doing I've actually showcased this game before, of course, on the channel. I just realized it was 4 years ago. So, man, 4 years ago, I did a Let's Play and a showcase of this game as it was released. It's actually titled that was dedicated to the late John Tiller. And it was like the first, I think it was the first official release from the new company there after John Tiller's, and it was dedicated to him and his legacy. And it's a great title, man. It is a really fantastic title. I'm actually playing this quite a lot in PBM versus a gaming buddy of mine, and we are like slowly, going through this game, playing all this sort of, all scenarios basically, to doing a PBM, a lot of fun, and but we're skipping the huge ones because we were going to do all the scenarios, but except the huge ones, because huge ones is a commitment for sure. So yeah, let's see here. So I think way back 4 years ago, I think I did. I did the Fast of Counterattack. I'm not sure. I think it was. So this game is divided into. It was different phases, if you remember correctly. Let's see. Let's bring up the. Yes, I'm not going to go in depth in this. You're going to have to check out my old Let's Plays, because the game is basically the same, although we are many versions ahead now of the ones I showed 4 years ago. There's been a lot of patches and different releases for this game over those 4 years. But we're going to be. We're going to look at the situation maps here, man. All right, so the game is divided into, different phases as a, all was lost at Kursk, basically. And the Russians made that massive counterattack and pushing the Germans back and taking Kiev. And they sort of, captured Kiev and moved on. And this is where the Germans were sort of collecting themselves and getting in some French Panzer divisions and SS units and stuff, and they sort of counterattacked and stopped the Russians in that particular offensive. Otherwise, they would just be plowing through everything. So, but the Germans managed actually to stabilize the front. So the game is divided into different phases. So the first, there was a couple of bridgeheads that were formed. You have the Birkin bridgehead, you have the liberation of Kiev, and then the Russian breakout, the 1st to 11th November. So they're spreading out, attacking. The Germans trying to stop them, not really being successful. And then they have the high tide between the 12th and the 14th of November. And I was thinking of doing something, when the Germans do actually counterattack. The 4th Panzer Army responds from the 15th to the 19th. That wasn't the all-out, fully successful counterattack, but it was an early stage before all the German divisions had arrived and sort of, to make that massive attack. So the final November offensive was between the 20th and 30th, and that's when the Germans actually smashed back, recaptured Brusilov. I'm not sure if they took Fastov, maybe they did, but they pushed the Russians way back here. And then you have, actually, hold on here. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about, the German offensive, the 6th to the 18th. And the German offensive, yeah, so they really stabilized the whole front here. Yeah, Fastov was probably retaken there. So we're doing something like that. Let's see. We're going past the. I was kind of intrigued of doing the Brusilov assault or Fastov diversion. Brusilov assault. Yeah, so this is the November 15th, 1943 there. Location Brusilov. So it's intended to play head-to-head or solo as either side, but they're recommended to be the Axis here. For solo version conditions, please consult the Kiev 43 solo victory condition PDF. Yeah, so they have these different PDFs, solo victory. So you have to find a scenario. They have an example here. To play scenario entitled "Light's Break-In" as allies. The final score is 17. Excuse me. The allies were the first player, and you won a minor victory. Okay, let's have a look here. How does that work? Light's Breakthrough. Okay, you need 1800 for major, so 1700. Yeah, okay, sure. Yep. All right, so that's how it works. You have to look at your final points. So if we were to play the Brusilov assault, for instance, you're gonna have to find it on the chart. What scenario was that? That was number 43. No, actually, okay. What was it? 09. Okay, so yeah, this one here. So it was recommended for the Axis. These are the points you're looking for here, I guess. A major defeat would be, wow, you need 3,000. Okay, so a bit different there. Okay, we'll see how that goes. Not sure. Okay, so I'm thinking about that. Brusilov assault. So for the offensive, the 1st Panzer and 1st SS Lieberstandarte out of Hitler divisions were to drive a wedge in the Russian lines and pry open the hole in the defensive setup. The 1st Panzer Division's goal was to assist indirectly with the capture of Zitomir, while the 1st SS Lieberstandarte was to press the Russians back to the northeast. The offensive got off to a decent start with both divisions attacking the front infantry troops and pushing them back. Russian reinforcements in the center caused German offensive to stall by the afternoon of the 16th. Some progress having been made by the Germans, but certainly not enough to cause a major capture of the Russians' lines. With the 8th Guard Tank Corps arriving and the 10th Tank Corps on their heels, the idea of a major breakthrough was dashed. Okay, the Russian air cover added in their part by destroying German tanks and basically causing the enemy to go to cover. Poor weather started on the 2nd day, making air cover spotty at best for the Russians, with no sorties flown by the Germans. The attack had not achieved the results hoped for, primarily because, as von Melentin noted in his memoirs, the Germans had diluted their armored divisions and lost the opportunity of making a major breakthrough. All right, 28 turns. Yeah, sure. Okay. So there are not that many small scenarios in this, let's just move on here. Fast stuff. That's the 15th as well. Satomir. The 4th Panzer. What's this? That one, Meinstein's last hurrah. Alright, so that's between the 20th and the 26th November there. 6 days operation. Then have something again with Zitomir. Springboard from Zitomir to Radomishil. Okay. Brusilov. Right, so these were probably the first sort of failed attempts here. We'll try this one. Sure. Default. Best place is Axis. You know, you can also check the PDF, the situation, the notes. So they have, the different options here. The 15th November operations, so look at that. That would be the 15th, right? November 15th, yeah, all right. So Brusilov assault. The Panzer Army's response. Players wishing to jump right in and get German attack going into the high gear can play shortly operational level scenarios starting the 15th. Okay, so they do brief overview there. Okay, then have the order of battles and stuff, and then have the campaign notes. All right, so the campaign notes. Let's have a look at that. Here we go. The November battles. 12th to 14th. Okay. German strike. Here we go. Yeah. The 5th of November, Germans were facing an overextended foe that had lost a number of men, vehicles early part of November and pushed their forces further out from the Ukraine capital than they probably should have. However, the time of the year would work against the Germans, as with the low cloud cover, it was made visible difficulty for the Luftwaffe. Okay. The German plan was to retake Zitomir with a corps and drove forward to take Brusilov and then east and encircle forces. Okay. Retaking that Zitomir. Must be this. Okay. Some Russians were scrambling. Attack to Soloveyevka. All right, getting a bit confused here. Here we go. These the 1st Panzer and the 1st SS Panzer divisions both formed up south of Brusilov and launched attack the next day. Both sides crashed with the Russians, losing more men and vehicles. Okay. All right. Okay, we got the picture there. So it's one of the early Germans. Okay, so let's. We're going to be the Axis. Rules are going to be default. All right, see how it goes. Dawn turn. All right, right off the bat, you will notice I have different sound and a different map. That's because I'm running Warhorse mods. You can find them on the forum, the official Wargame Design Studio forum, on mods and stuff. You can download. And he has made some custom maps. I really like these maps. There's different kind of versions. He has one that's just called Eastern Front. I think that's more like summertime. Then he has this fall, and this is like for the fall. So, this would suit this title. And then he has a pure winter mod as well for the winter titles. So you can, there's instructions and stuff on the just find it in the forums, and you can. I'm not going to go over how to install it here, but it's Warhorse. He made some really good mods over the years, especially a lot for squad battles as well. All right, so this is the battle. Let's have a look. yeah, you could hear this. Yeah, there's also sound mod there. I forgot to mention that. I don't remember the guy's name, but it's in the forums. It's in the mods. You just there's not that many posts there. You will find it. It's actually a sound mod that I really like. It's a lot of different sounds, different background noise and stuff that are really cool. I mean that I think it's better than that comes with the vanilla game. But I mean, don't get me wrong. The original sounds really pretty badass as well. But sometimes I like to spice these games up with some of the mods. It's a lot of fun, and people put a lot of effort into it. All right. Okay, so I think we should have two divisions here then. So we have the what's this? This is the first Panzer division. All right. So they were supposed to help out towards was it Sadomir? Fausto? I can't remember. And this should be the first SS Lieberstandarte. This is a badass division. Look at this. Okay, so this must be the keel that they were talking about. This is what was smashing in through the middle. And this is Solovyevka here. So this must be what this is all about here. Both divisions formed out south of Brusilov. Yeah, that's Brusilov. And then moved on to take wait, hold on. Launched an attack the next day to assault the various infantry and tank formations and take Solovyevka, and then move on to take Brusilov. Both sides clashed, with Russians losing more men and vehicles. The situation was desperate as the panzers drove, but with the arrival of 2 Russian tank corps, 52nd, the German offensive was stopped by the 19th, but only after Solovyevka had fallen to determined attack. All right, so we're going to have to capture this. Right, so there was a solo victory conditions, but so we'll see what this is. I think it said solar. Well, we'll see. All right, what do we got? We have airplanes? No, no airstrikes. And I don't see any Russians in sight. All right, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. That's why we probably only have 1 hex visibility. All right, so we can't see it. There seems to be a bug in there. We're going to have to do the hex outlines. All right, so this is what, 1 hex. You can't, apparently you can't do the shaded ones for some reason. No, all right. I prefer the shaded ones more, but okay, I guess we're going to have to do hex outlines. All right. Okay, what we got here? All right, first of all, we're going to have to check the parameter data. All right, night turns 4 hours, 2-hour turns. All right, 1,500 men. We have night move disruption. This is bad, which means there's a 60% chance of becoming disordered. Unless you have sort of morale A stuff like these guys, and they have a higher chance of moving without being disrupted. But best way is to move in travel mode along roads. That really decreases your chance to become disrupted. All right, see what we got here. Let's do the first Panzer division first here. All right, so let's have a look. We have armored cars and anti-tank, armored cars. We have recon units in half tracks. Huge force there. It's like a whole, more than a company. That would be a Arbeitslung, okay, like a battalion or something. Flak. Here we have Panzer Grenadiers. That's a whole regiment, I think. We have another one there. We have these SIG 33s. Marder 3s. We have some self-propelled artillery. Infantry. We have Pioneers. We do have 8 Tigers. from the Panzer 509. Alright, so these are independent heavy tanks here. Alright, so not much of a Panzer division. There's not that many tanks, is there? There is some Martyrs, basically. 18 Martyrs and 8 Tigers and a bunch of infantry. In trucks. Yeah. Most of the infantry's in trucks. These guys are in half tracks, actually. Armored infantry. Alright. Right. Let's see. Where's my recon here? We don't have any, like, it's actually dawn turn here. Right, we have these recon guys. But what to do with them? We could sort of... We have to see what's going on here. Let's put these in travel mode and see what happens. Oh shit. Alright. Alright, this Ruski's pretty close. Very close here. Armored cars. Is that a road or rail? It's actually a primary road. So we don't know how big this is. Alright, there's another unit there. It looks like the Russians are across. Let's move this big recon forward. Say up. I don't know about this. Right, doesn't seem to be anything there. We could do some reconnaissance here actually. Right, so we spotted something over here. Where are we going here anyways? I think we should go up here, I guess. We're sort of in the sidelines here. Maybe we should just try to keep the Russians in check. This is our main attack vector here. Let's move this infantry forward a bit though. We might, I don't know if we were supposed to be like in a defensive stance here or something. I think we should move up to this bridge. Okay. Okay, we got enemies here. Should probably move these guys forward a bit. There's probably forces in that village. Yep. Got forces. These are streams. Okay. We do have these. Mostly good for anti-tank. Let's get these guys going as well. Alright, there's forces here. Maybe these guys should be tasked with taking this. And these guys just concentrate on taking Solovyevka. Yeah. We do have some pioneers here as well. It's tough terrain, this. Alright, seems like it's okay. Could cross. Right, there's a force there. Do have the Tigers. It's a bridge unit. Alright, so that's all I should move. We can move the Martyrs up one step. Alright, let's see what kind of artillery assets we have here now. So now we can fire. We have these heavy guns. We have a range of 4. So let's open up. Disruption, I like it. We have some more heavy guns. These guys have cover. Six guns. Okay, here's our Panzer artillery. The Vesps. Should hit these guys. One man. If we can get them disrupted, we can do an immediate assault. Let's hit them again. These are your regular 105s. Okay. Could hit them as well. What else we got? We have our heavy artillery here. Let's put some heavy artillery on this. No effect. Good defense. Oh, we got him disrupted. Nice. That's all we can do there. I say, let's get this off travel mode. We can harass him. 7 men. Wow. So quite a lot of armored cars here. 4 guys. We can actually go for an attack immediately here. We can assault across the stream. 14 assault. I think we should just do that. We shot a lot of artillery, hit the village, they got disordered, and these guys. Wow, charged across the stream. Lost 10 guys, but killed 60. Those guys pulled them back. Good job, good job. Those guys are disrupted. Interesting. They're not. We could make a push here. We could just sort of get them out of there. We could attack. Sure, why not? Wow. Huge casualties there. But I think I'll just attack with these guys across. 19. Hit by a lot of mortars there. So 9 soft. Okay. Only 8 men. Can attack there. Right. Okay. That was the first Panzer division for now. Alright. So look at these bad boys. So we should just I think we should leave this to them. I'm really tempted to see what's in there though. We have a recon force here actually. Problem is they could do some recon there. Right, so there's forces in the village. Infantry and anti-tank guns. So if we can get behind it, we could get those defenders' eyes. There's probably units here. Let's advance into this forest. Alright, we got forces there. There's probably forces there as well. Yeah. Alright. And this huge force is probably on the hills here. Could try and go through. This should be a lower elevation. 180. Yeah. So let's move here. Alright. Got some fighting going on there. Okay, we have armor. Wow, look at this. Panthers. Oh, yeah, they're going to the front. Ooh, 16 Tigers there and 27 Panzer IV. Jeez, wow. All right, what else do we got? Novelwerfers. We have Pioneers. Some more Pioneers. Stugs. All right, so we're making a flank attack here, I guess. Okay. We have the 17th Guard. Okay. Okay. What's this? Alright, so they are... We need to get across here. Wow, 762 men. That is no joke. Lots of modders. Okay, we looks like we have some forces spread out quite thinly here. We have a reconnaissance group. They're spread out to defend this line, and then we have some engineers. And another... Oh, there's engineers as well. There's a recon unit. There's some normal Panzer grenadiers. We got a thin line going here. We have some more. These are bridge engineers. Artillery. Not sure if we should advance here. Not so sure. Assault guns. But we have engineers. Let's get the Stugs in there. Actually, he's got an anti-tank gun there, so let's be careful. Let's see what kind of artillery we have now. Alright, these guns can fire. Let's hit them. Hit the guns. Took out gun. Alright, here's the Werfers. We should definitely hit these guard units. Let's hit these. Okay. Yeah, these SIGs. Alright, so these are main artillery guns. You know, we basically need to hit everything here, man. Just concentrate here. Heavy guns. Let's keep going here, I think. 12 last heavy guns. Yeah, we need to break him here. Alright. Let's see if we have any firing going on here. So we need to sort of attack here. 23 men. Nice. Here we have 400 men plus. It's a bit bigger than some of these. Were only like 200 men. $34. Wow. Okay, well, I think we should attack. Nice. All right. Okay, cool. We got some anti-tank guns here. All right. I think there's sort of flank protection there. Probably should dig them in. 88s. Some flak. Headquarters. Yes, get these tigers up as well. Support the attack. Guess they could be in support there. Okay. The flag going. Right. Yeah, let's get the Panthers up here. Tigers. Go into this village. Panzer 4s. Still heavy. These are dangerous on tank guns here. Let's get these 88s up as well. Mine clearing units. Okay. Well, I'm not sure if there are any mines. There might be. Ah, shit. At the enemy here. Stugs. Let's use the Stugs in the assault here. But actually, he's got some heavy, some very dangerous tank guns there. Let's get ready with them. Could move them across. Ready to fight those guys. Martyrs, we'll have to keep in the back. They were sort of vulnerable. Bridge engineers, alright. Yeah, so what to do with this flank here? Maybe we should at least move into the woods. Ah, shit! Alright. Got some enemies. Wow, there's forces everywhere here. I don't know how big those forces are. You have recon. It's close, man. I'm not sure if I should move these dudes. I think maybe we should just wait and see if the Russians, you know, attack from here or something. All right. Let's open up some Tigers. One man. Engineers. It's probably pretty bad odds. We'll see. Sure. 3 men. Right, engage in some fighting there. All right. Am I happy here? Let's see. We'll just see what the hell. Actually, okay. Well, we'll see what happens a bit here. I wonder. We're both clashing here somehow. We'll wait. I don't know what's going to happen here. All right. Firing's been done. All right. Sure. Let's call it Brusilov. All right, here we go. Computer goes. Wow, I think we just lost a shitload of guns there. Wow. We got isolation? What's going on? Yeah, cheeky bugger. He moved in there. That's not good. Oh, jeez. Big force being isolated up there. We're going to have to relieve them somehow. It's looking bad. 1 out of 3's headquarters there. None of my disrupted units got back. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Yeah, they're going to end it here, and we're going to be picking up. So a lot of this episode was actually a lot of talking, but we're going to pick up the action in the next part, and duke this one out. Hope you're going to enjoy it. So it's game of the week for Wargame Design Studio, Panzer Campaigns Kiev 43, man. Right, so we'll pick up the action in the next part. Stick with it. See you in that one.